Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Start on the ground here with Nwangu. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but now the 40 takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And the Vikings sit 3-0 here in the month of September. They're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this is good. From 57 yards out. Those bombs away right there. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 27. They'll start out here with an option left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I was in Morgan trying to get him to run out the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Here's Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to Lazard. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come to reestablish the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it in the double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. They're going to pick up there on 20 yards.
That's a pretty play to come out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. when you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because there's
for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for the yard. 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to Dobbs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here is Nwangu. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And this time he is in. Kene Nwangu as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. That gets paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not read him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
His kick is absolutely perfect, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman, our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back, Charles Ellis. Settled in booth ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working powerfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. We normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's cuts in there and brings him down to the ground. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the fourth quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Pass with 35. He's taken down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. How about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Muse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as they have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run group. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added this on their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick-6. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that's one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murray used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 24-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Moreau here. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson now. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, pick up the 24. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
Jackson. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Fair catch. Gain of the 24-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. One last shot for Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to hang on.